Uh, these are the limestone cliffs that start from, suppose, like Pendine and the gateway to wild Wales and the rest. Right, these were laid down 325 to 300 million years ago. They're called Carboniferous limestone because at this point CO2 levels were higher and oxygen levels were higher in the atmosphere. Carboniferous limestone because these are at the bottom of a shallow sea. At this point, Wales would have been near the equator. But on the land, Carboniferous, this is when the first tree ferns were colonising the land, and this is where the coal measures come from. Coal taking the CO2 from the atmosphere and lowering it. At the same time as we had higher levels of CO2, we also had higher levels of oxygen. We won't go into the physiology of insects and things, but because of the higher levels of oxygen at this time, we also had the rise of the big 6 foot long millipedes, the big spiders, the big insects, because the oxygen could diffuse better because it was higher, and that would give you bigger insects and things that didn't have lungs. At the same time, and for the same reason, we had the rise of the amphibians. So this is before reptiles, but the amphibians are now starting to colonise the land. Amphibians, because they don't have a big lung system, but oxygen would diffuse through the skin. So Carboniferous limestone, seashells taking the carbon out of the air. Carboniferous limestone, because it's a carboniferous area, higher CO2 levels, the plants and the trees that made coal, big insects, big millipedes, big spiders, and amphibians, because they benefited from the higher levels of oxygen. So that's the Carboniferous cliffs of Pendine. Cheers.